everyone, it is Allie Bear, the Gaming Bear here, and today we are back with another Planet Reptiles video. I know this is kind of late, but I really wanted to get this out for you guys. I've been working on it, and I just kind of got back in town after Thanksgiving and everything, so I'm kind of behind on everything, but I did want to make this as good as I could possibly make it for you guys. Again, I've been working on this for about a week. I know that this build is kind of similar to the same, like similar as in like it's just a square, semi-square, but I wanted it to lead into, I wanted it to kind of flow a little bit better, but this is not the final shape, don't worry. But it's a similar style. I was trying some new things, and I was messing around with all the different terrains and buildings and everything like that. And again, I just really wanted to I've just been working on trying new things. That's all I really wanted to do. So you'll see me mess up a lot. I mean, a lot. Because I can't make up my mind on how I want it to look, and I just wanted it to look really cute. Well, not cute, but I wanted it to be very, I don't even know what the right word would be, but I wanted this front area where the glass was to be a viewing area, and I wanted it to be kind of similar to the other Cayman enclosure that I built, where it was lots of underwater viewing, but I wanted to have a little bit more land and a lot closer land so that it would flow a little bit better. Here I am working with the rocks, trying to figure out the random rotation thing, because I didn't want to have to spin them and twist them and do that all by hand, just because that was a lot of work. And I really like doing my own rock work, even though I like the blueprints that everyone has. Just the rock work is very personable to me. Personable? That's not the right word that I wanted to use, but it's okay. Anyway, so this is a project that I am really excited for, and I really genuinely worked hard to make sure that this would turn out really well. The next project that I want to work on is going to be quite a large-ish project, and I kind of want to move on to some of the exhibit animals, or build the area where I'm going to have the arachnid or bug or whatever have you have exhibits at, because I do want to have spiders and scorpions and all kinds of bugs, and I feel like those would go really good in a reptile park, because I've seen it before and they're exotics, so it makes sense to me as to why it would be that way. So that's my plan. I do and I want to build a rather large circular area just out of the, like, where the gazebo but like plaza I put in is. I want it to be branching off of there, because I want it to kind of flow into the other buildings that I'm going to have and I'm gonna kind of design all of the habitats around that. I really enjoyed these conservation walls. But I could not figure out in the life of me how to get them to line up properly to make this, because the enclosure was such an odd angle. So I just decided to go with the concrete barriers, just because they looked similar and it was still just as nice. I didn't mind it too much. But again, it was still a struggle trying to get this enclosure to line up properly, and it was kind of sad, but maybe I'll figure it out eventually, and be able to get the enclosure lined up for the next time. But anyway, back to the bug house. I do want to build a rather large bug house because I think that would be really fun. And I know that there's a lot of different bugs that you can get in this game, and the bug house actually will lead straight into it'll go from the bug house to, I want to get a walk-through butterfly area, and then there will be a snake, or a slither house with like all the different kinds of snakes, and then one with the lizards will be on this monitor side, with all the other big lizards, and then there's going to be the amphibians, which will also be in there, and the tortoises will be the turtles and tortoises and stuff will be in one area, because I want to have a turtle walkthrough, like where they can walk into the enclosure with the like Galapagos tortoises and things like that. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. They may just not all be correct or easy to come up with, but I will. That is the plan. That is the plan. I could not get this path to lay down. It took me several tries, but I eventually, I think, figured it out. There we go. This enclosure was definitely a little bit harder than I wanted it to be, and it definitely didn't turn out what I had in mind, but I think it still ended up looking good no matter what. I was trying to get it to fill up to the top, but it would not fill. And so it took me several tries. At the end of this episode, I do actually, we got some name suggestions from the Discord channel for a few of the reptiles that we have in the zoo currently. They were rather cute names. the caimans, everyone agreed, the spectacle caimans, I should say. Everyone said that they should be named after kitchen utensils. So forks, spoons, knives, that kind of stuff, which I think is super, super cute. I love that. And then we had a dwarf caiman named Medusa, and a couple other kind of funny names. Like we have a Charmander, the the Asian water monitor. But yes, that path. Oh gosh. I forgot to pause the game while I was doing this part, so we will have baby caimans in the next episode, probably. But I was trying to figure out the controls to get this path to lay down, but I could not figure it out. And you'll see, I ended up don't worry about it. You guys will see the way that it looks at the end, but I could not figure it out at all. While you guys watch me build the rest of this enclosure, I will give y'all some fun facts. The Nile monitor, also known as the African small grain lizard, is found mostly throughout sub-Saharan Africa and along the Nile River. It is one of the largest lizards in the world, reaching and even surpassing the Pertinae by size. The Nile monitor is also the second largest reptile in the Nile River. These reptiles can live anywhere from 10 to 20 years, weigh up to anywhere from 1.8 to 44 pounds. Interesting. And they can be anywhere from 47 to 86 inches long. It's a good size. It's a respectable size. Nile monitors have muscular bodies, strong legs, and powerful jaws. These teeth are sharp and pointed in juvenile animals and become blunt and peg-like in adults. They also possess sharp claws used for climbing, digging, and defense, or tearing at their prey. Like all monitors, they have a forked tongue and with highly developed olfactory properties. The Nile monitor has quite striking but variable skin patterns, as they are grayish brown above with greenish yellow bearings on their tails and large greenish yellow rosette like spots on their backs, with blackish tiny spots in the middle. Their throats and undersides are an ochre yellow, to a cream yellow, often with faint bearings. Their nostrils are placed high on their snouts, indicating these animals are very well adapted for the aquatic lifestyle. They are found in North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa, in countries such as Angola, Benin, Botswana, Central African Republic, the Congo, Chad, and many more. They can survive in a diverse amount of biomes ranging from lakes and rivers, freshwater biomes, grasslands, shrublands, swamps, wetlands, savannas, woodlands, and marshes. And they prefer a very tropical climate. Nile monitors are generally solitary and only sometimes may interact with other monitors outside of their breeding season. They are active during the day and spend their time foraging or basking on the shoreline vegetation, trees, logs, or rocks. They are often seen in or close to water. At night, they sleep in trees, on branches, in burrows, which they dig themselves or submerged in water. Nile monitors are highly aquatic and can remain underwater for 12 to 15 minutes. They are also excellent climbers and quick runners on land. In colder parts of their range, Nile monitors hibernate, usually in burrows or in rock cracks. When they sense any danger, they tend to run away or may even jump into the water from the tree branch. When threatened, juvenile monitors will tail whip as a defensive measure, and as adults, they are capable of inflicting moderate to serious wounds from biting or scratching. Nile monitors are carnivores and scavengers. They feed on fish, snails, frogs, crocodile eggs, and young, snakes, birds, small mammals, insects, and carrion. These reptiles have a mating season between June and October. They are polygamy, which means they have more than one, or a male can mate with more than one female. The females carry up to 20 to 60 eggs, and the eggs incubate for 6 to 9 months. So they could go for about as long as a human. The babies are completely independent at birth. As soon as they hatch, they don't rely on their parents. They will eventually hit maturity if they survive the other predators at the ages of 3 or 4, depending on their environment. These reptiles are also a stable population and of least concern. Their population threats are mainly the pet trade and hunting. These lizards are heavily hunted for food and leather, and in some areas, the local people kill Nile monitors to obtain fat from specific organs for traditional medicine. There is no overall population estimate because the species is of least concern and not on the red list. Nile monitors are very important predators and scavengers in their ecosystem, controlling populations of various prey species they prey on. They also feed on crocodile eggs and thus control the crocodile numbers. Another fun fact is Nile monitors are an invasive species in Florida. They have been there since 1990. All right, well, that is it for my fun facts. I hope you guys learned a little bit. I know I did. We are getting kind of to the end of this build. I was just placing around their enrichment items and making sure that everything was kind of in order. I really enjoyed using these stalactite pieces to make little rocky lips, if you will, or like they kind of look like little mud patterns. But yeah, I really enjoyed using those, and I will definitely be using them more often because they just made it look so real. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things that you can get that just don't look all that real, but that really just looked very from Africa. Compared to some of the other decorations and plants. But I actually will be linking all of the blueprints that I used in the description, like always, because I want to give credit where credit is due, because I definitely didn't make those myself. And I want to thank everyone who has shown this channel so much support, and I want to thank you guys for getting us to 30 subscribers. I think that is actually incredible. I have been working really hard to make this channel grow, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, but you know, having a full-time job and doing this is kind of difficult, but I am trying. fun little letters on the enclosure. I feel I spelled monitor wrong. I know. I go back and fix it later in the episode. I promise. Um, I love the way that they look. I think that it gives it such a personable, like a personality. And I love the way that this habitat looked. And I tried a new thing with these barriers along the edges. And I definitely could have put some plants and stuff back there, but I think that it turned out pretty okay for the most part. I don't know. I like I said, I'm trying a bunch of new things, and you guys will definitely have to tell me how they turned out, how you like them in the comments. And we definitely need some more name suggestions for all of these reptiles that I didn't name at the end of this episode. I think we still have a few, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember how many are still left to be named, but we will be needing names. And see, I couldn't figure out that stupid the zookeeper door, so I just kind of made a little indention into the side of the enclosure for the door to come in. And I'm trying to keep everything, all the pathings, hidden for the most part. I feel like I'm doing an okay-ish job, but you know, I'm trying to keep a similar theme going on. And I know that none of the guests can see back here, but I wanted to make it look nice. You know, I didn't want it to look like I just put a bunch of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? It just defeats the whole purpose. But I'm putting in the final details of this habitat, trying to kind of hide this gate back here to make it look not so exposed. But I do think I did a pretty good job, and I was making sure that the power would go to it. Everything, just putting trash cans and recycle bins everywhere. And I was waiting for our monitors to get out of quarantine so that I could move them to I almost put them in the wrong enclosure. That would have been really upsetting. And I had to make sure that everything was in the correct work zone. And I had to fix monitor. See? There we go. See, I fixed it. You guys don't have to worry. And you don't have to tell me in the comments that I spelled something wrong. I corrected myself before y'all could do that. And here they are. Look, they're running in. They're so cute. I love that we can get them into their new enclosures. And I decided not to have glass there because there's not going to be people coming over there. And I need some more keepers and caretakers. And I just wanted to make sure that everything was good. And I fixed the prices because people said that it was too low. And here I am playing everything. And now it is time for us to go and name our animals so you can see which creatures. You can see that I'm naming all the spectacled caimans after kitchen utensils, and I'm going in here and doing the dwarf caiman that was named Medusa, and then the Asian water monitors, Kukabon, and I probably just butchered that name, and Charmander, and I think we have one more adult Asian water monitor that needs a name, but for now, this is our Asian water monitor enclosure, and I am so happy it turned out this way, and they look so tiny in this enclosure, but once they have babies, I'm sure it'll fill out. I'm sure it won't look nearly as oh, in screenshot time, but anyway, I would just like to say thank you all so much for watching, and if you guys have any things you would like to add, any name suggestions, anything like that, I would love to hear that in the comments below. So if you could please leave a like and subscribe so you can see more of this Planet Reptile, I would love to have you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!